Welcome to Renaissance City, a Prowlers and Paragons actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I am Duke Walter, your game master. Myself and a group of friends have come together to spin some tales, have some laughs, and hopefully entertain you with our stories of superheroes. The Prowlers and Paragons system is a rules-light role-playing game that allows us to live out the fantasy of being the heroes and villains. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. The Scarlet Spartan is Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. TTRP Theater is a group of actors, artists, and gamers from all walks of life that collaborate to bring you compelling content. We are a diverse group that loves playing a diverse set of games in a diverse set of styles. We have created a community for all people to come together and help us tell stories that we can all be proud of. Be sure to visit ttrptheater.com for all of our content. Okay, let's get into the show. The truck with the crate holding Shadow and Sable has driven off down the road. King and Ramen keeping their distance behind it, but trying to keep track of it. That's where we left off, right?
And didn't we just crash?
You and I did.
Yeah. Crashed into the woods.
You were trying to stealthily make your way through the woods and then decided you weren't going to make your way stealthily through the woods and then just crashed pushing through the woods trying to keep up with the truck.
Well, and then
right?
Cotton switched to King while he was on Raymond's back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's King and Ramen.
Yep. Okay, let's roll.
So the truck continues on down the road. Shadow, you threw your note out the back. What was the score you gave? Do you even remember? I don't remember. Did you give him a 9.6? Did you give him a 10?
I think it was a 9.5, if I remember correctly.
9.5?
Nice.
I mean, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good score, but it wasn't perfect. There was a stumble at the bottom. So
yeah, Raymond's yet to get a perfect score from you. The truck continues on down the road. It's obviously bumpy. You're obviously on a dirt road of some sort. And you're riding along. A minute goes by. 2, 4. You feel a slight bump. And the ride smooths out. As if all of a sudden you are riding on pavement of some sort. You can hear the sounds of industry. There are vehicles moving. You can hear people talking. I mean, it's muted, obviously, through the box. It's no longer the silence of driving through the countryside of this island that you are on. Raymond and King, did you plan on keeping up with the truck? I think you were just trying to keep it like within eyeshot. Were you going to fly up? Were you going to stay on the ground? What's your plan?
Raymond, let's not lose the truck.
Yeah, we're trying to stay in vicinity. We want to see where that truck goes.
I think we've got to work together. Either we go up to observe or you run and bring me with you.
I mean, if we fly low, perhaps?
Because I can't run that fast and you can't fly.
You're going to piggyback on Raymond instead of carrying him by the ankle and fly? That's fucking hilarious, right?
I'm flex eyes and hold his head and fly up in the air, holding him between my legs.
I'll just go with it.
Okay.
Just to make it
Give me a
interesting.
flight roll.
Five.
Yeah, tell me what it looks like. How far up are you going and how far back from the truck are you staying?
I'm riding on his shoulders. I'm still kind of pissed the way things went down getting out of that truck. It did not go according to my plan. And I'm just pissed. So I tense up and I I clench and I start to flap my wings, not necessarily meaning to fly up as a single unit, but we both fly up together. And now I'm committed and I don't
Sweaty.
drop him. So I reach down, he holds his hand out and I grab his hand and pull him up, and we fly up far enough that I can see the truck, and I'm trying to increase speed so we can keep a safe distance without being spotted. I'm trying to get the best of all worlds, not go too high, not hit the trees, not get too close, and not lose them.
You're probably about 50 or 60 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You rise up, the truck is probably half mile ahead of you at this point. You start flying forward. It doesn't take you long from this distance, and you can see up ahead a massive complex. You would equate it to a Ford factory or a GM factory of some sort. There are smokestacks. There is a large fence built around the outside of this property. You can see trucks moving. It's probably 4 stories high, and there are 3 large buildings. There are some smaller, buildings around the edges of the property, but there are 3 very large manufacturing plants here that you can see from your vantage point.
Wow. That's not good, King.
What are you worried about?
They're cranking those machines out.
That's why we're here, man. Job security.
Yeah. But I'm saying that they're going to have a defense here. You got to be ready.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I want to peruse the area for lookouts, guard posts, patrol.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby. Ooh, hoo, hoo. 3 fail, 3 success. Rolling 2 more. 4 and 5. 5 total.
It doesn't look like there are guard towers necessarily. Just from Raymond's knowledge of fortification and tactics and all of those things within a structure like this, you know what I mean? At least what you would normally assume as a military commander of your ilk.
Right. Well, and he's seen military bases.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't see any defenses set up or anything of that sort.
Okay. The island is its own defense.
Yeah, I think that's how you would take it. They are 30 plus miles out on the water on this remote island. You know what I mean? It's not like there are rows of those, of those massive mech suits walking in formation around the perimeter or anything like that. No, nothing like that.
It looks like a factory.
Yeah, a massive secret factory.
Your lookouts are probably on the water. Anything coming in on a boat. Okay. That's kind of a relief. What time of day are we in?
You would have loaded the boat early, so it's probably late morning.
Do we get to see where the truck goes?
Yes, yeah, you can watch the truck the whole way. I assume that you are keeping a reasonable distance from the truck, but from your vantage point, you can, and King, your eyes, your senses are solid, and Raymond's perception is great. You see it, and it's not like it's moving fast. It's not cruising at 60 miles an hour. It's bumping down a dirt road, and then it gets up onto the pavement and is making its way. It's probably, I don't know, half mile of paved road before it gets to the outside fence wall surrounding the manufacturing complex.
Raymond, let's figure out the best path in there. What do you think? Should we drop down in the woods just before we get to the entrance?
Yeah, agreed.
We kind of float in a split of the trees, and we come up we're not far, maybe 50 yards from the fence line, but far enough out and in the trees that we're not seen.
Okay. Shadow. The noise of this facility gets louder and louder, and the truck comes to a stop, and you can hear some voices outside the box.
What are they saying?
Roll perception.
Oh, dude, this is a killer roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, and 4 of those are 6s.
Oh, yeah. Roll them all.
Ooh.
Too bad it's not a door.
7, 8 successes, 2 more exploding, 9 successes, 9 total successes.
Oh, wow.
You hear someone outside the truck giving instructions to the driver as to where they should be going. They say, you're going to C-Dock 42. And, a little small talk happens. And you move and you feel the truck lurch to the left.
With 9 successes, that's nearly superhuman. What else is he sensing?
Dude, you can hear his stomach growl.
Yeah, I imagine he's sitting cross-legged in the middle of the truck. His eyes are closed, and he's becoming one with the universe around him.
And you are listening to his most inner thoughts.
Or he controls the narrative.
Sure. You want to add whatever, feel free to add whatever you want to the instructions of the truck going to C-Dock 42.
He's in some deep think.
Can you hear his heartbeat? Can you count his pulse?
Yeah.
Are you all of a sudden Daredevil? And
I can sense that the driver has high cholesterol.
Oh, fuck off with that. Giving yourself new superpowers because you got a really great roll. That's not how this works.
What's he digesting?
Suddenly he realizes that he and the doc are made of the same stuff, and they are all one in this great universe.
He senses that the air that he is breathing is the same air that Shakespeare once breathed.
Okay, great.
Good roll.
I'm satisfied.
So, King and Ramen, you see the truck stop. You see somebody walk up to it and is talking to the driver, and then the truck moves off to your left.
Hold on, I want to try to listen to what he's saying.
Okay, roll perception.
All right, come on, hot dice. Oh, total opposite. 2.
You know that his cholesterol is 141.
That's borderline. He might need to address that.
You can sense that his cholesterol is 141. No, you can't hear shit. It's too far away.
I want to roll to see if I can smell what he ate last and whether it's in line with his diet.
Yep, give me a super smell roll.
I'm not doing it. Let's
smell
move
his
on.
breath from from 3/4 of a mile away.
It was fried chicken, Chris.
Yeah, he had garlic chicken and black coffee.
You were looking for the smell of burgers, right? You were looking for the smell of burgers, and now you're well aware that he ate the ass of the other guy in the truck, and now
He's still got lettuce in his teeth.
Chris.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
All right,
King.
Should we try to use this device to try to reach them in the truck while it's moving before they stop? Do you think that'd be productive, or should we just wait?
It makes noise. It might give away their position.
Well, that's why I thought before they stop, but yeah.
Let me show you something. All right, Raymond's going to reach in his pocket, and he's going to pull out a photograph and unfold it. And there's a picture of Cotton and Raymond wearing hats.
Okay.
That's Cotton, King. This is your other side.
What kind of a guy is he?
He's fearless. Fearless.
Is he?
Absolutely fearless. He could run right beside the two of us. I think he's the best human on this world. Although he threw away a hat I gave him. I'm going to give King that picture.
Oh, thank you.
Look at him. Maybe you guys can connect, share the space.
I pull a little bit of fur out from my pubic area, and I stuff that picture in behind it, and then pat it down. Right. Let's go get these guys.
I hate this game so much. I hate this game
I'm glad that you guys
so
are
much.
having such a tender fucking moment while I'm about to be driven to my death. It's wonderful.
Oh my god.
And now all of a sudden, King's a marsupial with a pocket in his pubis.
Yeah, great. Fantastic.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Well, you can read people's auras, man.
Who can?
Shadow. He can see into their future with that perception he's using.
No, he cannot.
I'm gonna go up by the fence, and I'm gonna find a spot that's far enough away from the entrance that I think I can get in without being seen. When I get up there, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get through. So, Ramen, you want to go over or under?
Oh, over.
Let's go. Do you want to fly or jump?
Jump.
All right, get after it. I guess I'm gonna fly.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
All right, roll me some covert.
Oh. All right. Come on, baby.
King has 3. of
One
those.
rolling again. 1. Covert's not his game.
4.
Wow.
I got like 3 6s.
And what'd you get, Raymond?
1.
Oof.
That's just a quick leap over the fence.
Okay.
Got to the top, couldn't help himself, did a couple of little flips, and then, struck the landing.
So King, tell me what it is that you're doing.
I'm going to push off and jump up, pull my wings in, more of a tight shape, and I'm just going to kind of soar over. I'm going to throw my wings out just in time to softly superhero land on the other side.
King, you get through without being recognized because Raymond lands in an area where he is immediately noticed and recognized.
That's Shimamino Diskowitz, top salesman at Roy's Haberdashery on Grosse Pointe.
No one on this island knows who Shimamino Diskowitz is, but everyone on this island knows who the Scarlet Spartan is.
But he's got the toupee on.
I'm going to give you a resolve. You're recognizable. That's not the word.
Oh,
No, he has a flaw.
he's unusual looks. Outsider from another dimension.
Yes. You are bright red, and you just leapt from 50 yards outside the fence and landed inside the fence.
Right, I got you.
Your unusual looks and your actions have drawn an unusual amount of attention to you. You were not able to do it in a covert way.
Right.
But it draws attention away from King, and King, you have not been noticed. But Raymond, you now have easily a dozen people looking, pointing, yelling about you and your entrance into this area.
I see him drawing all this attention, and I split. I run straight behind the nearest building so that if one of us is blown, we're not at least both blown.
Okay. I'll totally allow that as part of your covert
Sweet.
role. That's where you end up. With the distraction that happens, King, you make your landing and you are able to slip behind the other side of the building. Raymond, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look at all those people looking at him. Oh no! I blew my cover! Right back out the fence. Just through it. I'm gonna grab the fence with both hands and just race out into the forest.
So you're grabbing a hold of the fence and you're gonna run out into the forest with it.
Yeah, with this.
Roll might. Roll might. Let's see how fast you're going. You don't have any problem grabbing that fence. I mean, dude, that's easy for you. You can do that, no problem. But let's see how fast you're going.
Okay, 3.
3 successes?
Yep.
Okay. You're moving at a clip. When you make that move and you start running out, they all, you know what I mean? They all kind of jump and they're like, what just happened? And then several of them start running to vehicles, and some vehicles start up and drive off down the road following you.
Excellent.
I watch everybody run out the fence and drive away, and then I just casually come around the corner and walk in the side door and begin to discover what's inside.
You duck down into the doorway and you look inside, and along your left-hand side there are racks and racks and racks of various supplies, and you can hear the workings of machines. You can smell metal working, and you can smell rubber being vulcanized, and it's not unlike some of the smells that you are used to in some of the areas of Detroit, but it is much more intense inside this building. You hear, it is the general drone of massive machinery doing work, and you can hear voices, yelling off in the distance on the manufacturing floor. There's a walkway above you that extends about, it runs the entire length of this wall and then extends about halfway down the building. Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'll tell you, my only objective at this point is just to understand what this building contains and what it's about. Truth is, if I don't have evidence that it contains my friends that were in the truck, I'm probably just going to go back out.
Okay, so if that was your intent, you would have seen your friends go off past the next building in the truck.
Okay, so I'm gathering intelligence, and then I'm going to dip back out. And should I roll for perception, maybe? Is there more to find, or do I pretty much get it?
If you want to continue exploring the building outside of what you take in when you get inside the door, then we can do that, and we can roll perception.
Can I see, or am I just in the back of a hallway?
So you're along the back wall, close to the corner of this massive open.
Okay. So I got a general gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to dip back out and go in the direction that, and try to be covert about it.
Are you flying, or are you walking / running?
Walking.
Okay. Roll covert.
4 with one dice.
1 die in covert, and you got 4 successes?
No, I have 3, but only one of them produced wins.
Nice.
And it gave me
4
that's
awesome.
of them.
Hell yeah. 666.
Yeah.
Dope.
Man, he's creeping around like a house cat.
You're right, exactly, right?
Yeah, kitty cat. Tell me how you're stealthy and where you end up.
So essentially I'm just staying on the edge of the building, and I'm gonna creep around the corner in the direction that the truck was going. And my objective is just to kind of bounce from bush to bush, corner to corner, pole to pole, and get over as close as I can get without being identified, and watch them unload the truck.
Okay, perfect. Shadow, you and Sable are in the box together. You feel the truck pull up or begin to back up, and the truck stops. You hear one of the boxes on the truck get lifted, and then you feel the box that you are in begin to lurch as it is being unloaded from the truck.
Being unloaded with a crane?
You're not sure.
Feel like that, like we're being lifted into the air?
It does feel like you are lifted from the bed of the truck a little bit, but it's not like you are soaring up into the air, like when you were lifted onto the truck.
I don't know what we're in for. Ready yourself.
I think that we're in for a whole lot of shit. That's what I think we're in for. Once again, we are probably in over our heads here, but it's what it is.
Oh, God.
We'll figure it out.
Brace myself against the walls.
King, so you see the first box lift off the truck, but there's no machinery. There's not someone walking out with a jack. There's not a floor truck. There's not a, I don't know, did they even have forklifts at this point? They probably did, or something like it. It just lifts off the truck and begins to move inside the building on its own. And then you see the box that Shadow and the Sable are in. And it lifts a few inches off the bed of the truck. And it moves over the dock and begins to move into the large open dock door, loading door, inside the building. Ramen, what are you doing?
Okay, didn't intend on creating a distraction, but now that we're in, let's go all in. I'm going to double back a little bit, and then I'm just going to find a good place to hide along the road.
Along the road or in the trees?
In the trees, but alongside the road, so I got eyes on it for when those people gin up and head out.
Okay. 3 different trucks come down the road toward you, and you can see a couple of guys on the beds themselves, and then a driver and a passenger. There are several of them that are armed in one way or another.
Okay.
Mostly Tommy guns. And they're not moving quickly, but they're moving. You know, they're probably going 12, 15 miles an hour in these trucks, kind of bouncing down this dirt road. The passengers are leaning out, kind of looking into the woods.
Okay.
Same as the guys in the back of the trucks. What are you doing?
It's about that distance.
What distance?
Back to where I left the fence, because I drug that fence out into the woods, and then I left it, doubled back, crept alongside the road, waited for them to pass.
And then what are you doing?
I'm going to string it back and forth across that road.
The fence?
Yeah. Flip a couple trees on top of it, just make a mess of that road, so nothing coming back in.
Oh, you mean after they pass?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dope. Perfect.
So I'm just going to take this fence. Let's roll dice. What are you rolling? Might?
Tell me what you're going to do. Well, okay. Yeah. Just, give me a might roll.
Okay. Let's roll some dice.
Let's see how many trees, let's see how many trees you can uproot.
Okay. 3.
3? Yeah, you can tell me about the barrier that you build.
Okay. He's going to take that chain link fence and just run it through a couple of trees, wrap it around some trees that are already next to the side of the road. And then he's just going to knock the trees down in with it. I mean, just make it insurpassable by wheeled vehicle.
Okay. My embellishment is that they get past you.
Mm-hmm.
As you are doing this, they hear it happen, and they stop. And the 2 in the back end of the truck, while they're probably, you probably let them get a little distance past before you did this, right?
Right.
The 2 in the back of the back truck, as you bring the trees out, they're going to take some shots off at you.
Okay.
So roll toughness. Or agility, whichever you want. If you want to resist it, roll toughness. If you want to try to avoid it, roll agility.
Just gonna brace for it. Ooh. 3, the magic number today.
Yeah, 3's been the magic number today. That's
Yeah.
fine. 3 is plenty. They only got 1 success. So tell me what happens when they fire off these bullets at you and do no harm.
He hears them fire off, and they're quite a ways away. All right. And when they come in, he just kind of turns his shoulder and lets them bounce off, and then continues knocking over trees.
a couple bullets bounce off you. Several bullets, hit the ground, and the trees around you whiz past you. And you can see these trucks starting to kind of do what they can to get turned around and come back towards you as you continue to throw trees and debris on top of this barricade in the center of the road. Perfect. I love it. So you've built your barricade. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to make it look like I'm headed back. But once I get behind my newly built barricade, I'm ducking back into the woods, and I'm headed back behind so that I'll be behind them again once they come this way.
King, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to go around the backside of the building that I'm peeking around so that I'm on the opposite side of where their work is going on. And if it's clear, I'm going to try to fly up and get a better vantage point from the roof in such a way that I don't get spotted.
Okay, give me a flight roll.
3.
Okay, give me a covert roll.
1.
That's not the magic number.
No.
You witness the boxes floating off of the truck and into the building. Curiosity killed the cat. You are looking for a better vantage point, and you know what I mean? You make your leap off the ground, and your wings, and as you take your first flap of your wings to attempt to get up to the roof of the building, it knocks over a couple of 55-gallon drums that are sitting off to the side of you and makes a clatter. Clang, 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 clang. You are still able to make it to the roof without a problem. But there are 4 people that come out of that loading dock door, not running out of it, not like that, but there are 4 people that come out of that door, and after they hear the clanging of those 55-gallon drums. So you're on the roof, but there are now 4 people out on the dock, on the loading dock itself.
Do they see me?
They don't seem to be looking in your direction. They're looking in the direction of the metal drums that are kind of tipped over and rolling across the pavement.
Well, I'm gonna try to get into a spot on the roof where nobody from the ground can see me.
That's easy enough.
Okay.
It's hard for you to see them on the dock down below without coming out over the edge of the building, but you can hide on the roof without a problem.
Got it.
Shadow, the box you are in sets down after you've traveled maybe 60 feet or so, and you hear several sets of footsteps go away from you in the direction that you just came from. What are you doing?
I have my back against the trailer wall, my hands readied with daggers, waiting for anybody to open that door.
So you're just holding?
I'm just holding in action, yeah. I'm holding for whoever may come by.
Okay. Ramen.
What's the Sable doing? Is he also holding?
He seems very nervous.
For good reason.
The trucks have turned around, Raymond, and are making their way back to the barricade. One goes to the right side of the road, one goes to the left side of the road. They stop, so the 3 trucks are parked in a triangle. And the guys from the backs of the trucks and the passengers get out of the trucks and are attempting to move the barricade out of the way if they can. They're working their way toward it. What are you doing?
Like I said, I want to zip back around to behind the trucks. Okay, and I'm seeing this from behind the trucks.
Yes.
This time, let's take a little more caution and staying out of gun sight. And knock over a couple more trees on this side.
Perfect. Okay. is it more important that you're stealthy or more important that you get the trees down?
We're knocking these trees over.
Okay, give me a might roll.
All right. Come on. Ooh, too many ones. 2 dice.
Come on, dice, wake up.
So I'm going to tell it you get to embellish.
Okay.
You watch them go past you, and you are, you know what I mean? You're far enough back that they can't see you, you know, through the trees, and you see them stop and begin to unload from the trucks and make their way toward the barricade, and you take your opportunity and rush to the edge of the woods and, you know, put your hands on a tree, and you start to push the tree over behind these other trucks as if to trap all of the trucks inside these logs. And you go to push the tree over, and instead you hit the tree so hard with your hands, because you're moving so quickly to get there, that you just blast part of the tree out, and the tree falls back into the woods instead of out into the road.
So when he blasts into it, I mean, he's seen this before. He's going to go ahead and rip his arms out sideways. So it just completely, you know, almost wipes out the entirety of the trunk of that tree.
When you stretch your arms out wide, are you trying to bash the trees next to you as well and knock them down?
I mean, my intent is to just break my arms out from this tree, and so that there's just less tree there for me to have to deal with. Already punched through it, just smashing up a little more.
Okay.
And then it falls behind me.
King, what are you doing?
I want to try to understand how many people are around. I know we'll have attendants to mess with probably, but I kind of want to know what the human count is. And so I want to feel where everybody's at.
You're king.
Oh, fucker. This motherfucker is never doing what I want him to do. He's always the other guy.
Okay, but
I suppose I would have an advantage to be able to smell biological creatures.
of course,
Okay, I'm gonna
you're a
do that.
hunter.
I'm going to smell for people.
Okay.
And I got 2.
2 successes. You can smell Shadow. You can smell the Sable. You can smell one person directly below you on the dock. And you can smell 5 people within probably 100 feet of the door inside the building.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm going to turn away from the crate that contains my friends, and I am going to roar as loud as I possibly can.
From the top of the building. Okay.
My objective is just to throw the sound as far as I can away from them so that it draws interest away from them, so it might increase their odds of being able to get out of that box.
King roars. Ramen, you hear King's roar. Shadow, you and Sable both hear King's roar. From your vantage point, King, are you still trying to stay hidden on the roof?
Yeah.
I assume? Yeah. Okay. So you can't really see what goes on around you, but you let out a mighty lion's roar from the roof of this building, and you know that it carries for miles.
Right.
Shadow, what are you doing?
When that happens, fighting follows.
In your experience so far, yeah.
Can I place my ear up on the doorway to the crate and see if I can tell if there's activity right outside of it?
Yes, give me a perception roll.
4 total.
You hear multiple sets of footsteps all running in different directions.
So on the opposite side of the crate where they left, I mean, there's some structural issues, right? Like I could look out and try and see what's happening outside of the crate.
You could try, yeah.
Was that another perception roll?
Are you just trying to see what the room is? It's going to be very, very limited as to what you can make out.
I guess I'm trying to find out if there is a fight and if it's happening like right in front of us, or because I hear King's roar. I hear
No, you can't. You
Okay.
can't see that at all. King's roar is distant. You know what I mean? It's
Got
not
it.
like it's right
Got it.
next to you. You have been standing right next to King when King roars. Yeah, you were in the car, basically, on the street in the Viagra district when King roared.
Right.
It is not like that. It is distant from you.
Sable, should we exit the cart? Should we exit this crate?
I mean, if you're ready for a fight, I can easily blast this open. I thought we were trying to do this stealthy, but
So Shadow gingerly walks towards the front of the crate and pries ever so gently 6 or 7 boards away from the front of the crate so that Sable and I can walk out without really damaging the structural integrity of the crate.
Stealth.
okay, so let's roll covert.
3, 4 total.
Between your prying off of some boards, the general commotion that's going on, the Sable's help, as the corner is pushed out with the Sable's telekinetic power, Shadow and the Sable are able to slip out of the crate and off behind some other crates that are held on some shelving inside the building.
Nice.
Ramen, what are you doing?
I'm going to take the GAT and fire off a couple rounds in their general direction, but not with any intent. Just hit the trucks a little bit, just pop off a couple shots
With the Colt?
with the Tommy gun that Shimamino carries.
Okay. Roll agility, and do you get to add some dice for the Tommy gun?
Yep, +2. All right, come on, baby, hot dice.
Ooh, not very hot. What in the 2? Oh, come on, wake up.
Okay.
I'm going to just shoot out taillights. Pop, 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 pop.
They have all turned and are headed back in your direction and are now unloading on you with
Oh my God.
Tommy guns. Roll toughness or agility,
Oh man,
whichever you would prefer, whether you're going to resist or try to dodge the bullets.
well, okay, I'm still alongside
I'm trying to shoot from cover here.
You can call it whatever you want to call it.
All right, yeah, I got you.
There are now 9 dudes firing on you with a Tommy gun.
Okay, we're going to dodge out and aim for cover. Man, I haven't got anything better than a 3 today.
So 3 means that you are going to take 2 harm as hails of machine gun fire just tear the woods apart around you.
Damn, they are bold. I thought if I shot off a couple shots, they'd duck and hide.
Some would say the same thing about you. Damn, you are bold. Raymond, what are you doing?
Oh man, I feel like I need to go
Towards that building.
So I'm gonna get out into the woods a ways, start working my way back towards the factory. Try to hit it from another angle.
Okay.
Just out into the brush.
Right. As you are running away from the tree line, trying to avoid all of this gunfire, you just keep on that line running away.
Right.
As some of the bullets come in and tear at you through the woods.
Okay. Yeah, he caught one right in the side.
King, your roar. Now what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to skirt over to the other side of the roof and see if what I did any good pulling people off of that box, and try to assess whether or not it makes sense for me to jump down there and break open that box with.
Yes, you can see multiple people. When you look over the edge, you can see multiple people running off in different directions. Are you trying to stay stealthy about it?
Yes. I want to fly roof to roof over to their roof stealthily.
Okay, give me a covert roll.
1.
You fly roof to roof, and this scattering of people, but there are so many people outside that you see a couple of them turn their heads and point their fingers up at you. But you make it onto the other roof. What are you doing?
When I see somebody look up at me, I bare my teeth and kind of flex at them, hoping that'll scare them off. So I'm gonna get over to that other roof. I'm gonna try to drop down the opposite side of that building and come in so I can help break them out of that box.
Okay, you swoop down and into the dock door, and you can see that the box is open and empty.
Oh, I guess I must not have been able to hear when all that happened.
No, they were pretty stealthy about it, and you were on the opposite end of the building as they quietly opened the box and snuck off somewhere. Shadow, you hear King's wings flap as he comes in and lands, and do you want to make yourself known?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, caw. Caw. Caw.
You hear the power walker signal for
Yes.
The power walker signal for alert from just over behind some crates. As you look over there, you can see Shadow with two hands cupped around his mouth.
Immediately, when I hear that sound, I bend both of my arms at the elbow and I power walk in his direction.
But you're flying? Okay. Are you flying, though?
No, I'm on the ground.
Power flying walking? Oh, you are. Okay.
Okay, so Shadow, Sable, and King are reunited inside this building. Ramen.
Yep.
You have made your way through the woods. How are you attempting to come back onto the property itself?
I want to get right up near the fence where it's close to other, like where it's nearby the buildings.
Okay. It's not ever really nearby the buildings. Like it's surrounding the perimeter.
Okay. It's going to be a jump.
There's also a bunch of it missing.
There's a section of it missing. Yes. Where he took it out, but you can also see dozens of people running in all sorts of directions. Some of them are getting in vehicles. The general chaos after the roar of this facility.
Gotcha. Well, let's just get nearby the fence and just quick jump right over it and dash for cover.
Okay. Which direction are you headed? Are you headed to the middle building? Are you headed to the building on the left? Or are you headed to the building on the right?
I'm headed to the building on the right. I'm going to get near the fence and just give it a quick hop over, hit the ground, get low, and make for up near the buildings.
Give me a covert roll.
You'd think he'd learn something. Ooh, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 3 total. Nice. 3s all day.
3s all day. Tell me how you get there and where you end up.
Okay. He just comes out of the woods, runs along the fence real quick, hops over, hits the ground, stoops low, and runs over to the building like he's getting out of a helicopter. And then get up to the building, and he's going to get flat against the side of it and start working his way towards a portal.
so fast that in the chaos that is going on around you, no one seems to notice you, and you get to a door. It's not locked.
Let's just open it and take a peek.
You peek inside, and you can see some very large machinery about 20 feet inside the door, and you can hear just the general din of manufacturing production going on.
All right, let's go in there.
Okay. What are you doing once you get inside?
We're going to further investigate, see where the people are, see if they're people. Is it just machines? I mean, is this the factory? Is this where it's going down? Is there an assembly line?
Yes, there is quite an assembly line inside this building.
Wow.
Are you trying to be stealthy? Or are you just walking in the building?
Yeah, I'm trying to play it cool. Covert, I know.
Yep, give me a covert roll.
Come on. 3 would be nice. Ooh, 3 plus 1. 3 total.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just kind of slinking around, checking things out. I get an eye on that assembly line. What are they building?
The part of the building that you are in, there are what you will equate to like the shell, like the upper shell of those mech units.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'm going to need some help on this thing. I'm going to head back out. I'm going to try to locate King. He's out there making a bunch of noise. He might need some help.
Okay, out the door. King, Shadow, what are you doing?
Hey, Shadow. I was able to see when they unloaded this crate with you guys, and it seemed to levitate. I'm a little bit concerned there might be powered people here. I'm not aware of any technology that can do that, so just heads up.
Happen to see how many people or people plus attendants were in? I mean, how vastly outnumbered are we?
Well, I haven't seen any actual attendants that are doing any kind of security. What I have seen is a bunch of essentially factory workers. By all appearances, this is just a factory, but there are a lot of folks. I guess there have been some gunshots, so I know there is security. Ramen, incidentally, created a diversion for me to get in here, and I've seen trees getting uprooted, and he's having a bit of a melee out in the forest. Other than that, I've just seen people running out. I roared to just try to draw people out of here so that you could get out of the box safely. I knew it was risky, but it was worth a shot.
Mission accomplished. We're safe.
Excellent.
I feel like we should meet with Raymond. We can't leave him to fend for himself.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could definitely go try to rendezvous with him. He's out this way toward the gate.
This may be our last stand.
Our last stand?
If we're that far outnumbered, we all have to put in the fight.
Maybe I'm painting a really dark picture. I'm not worried. Let's kick some ass and finish up. We're fine.
Hell yeah.
Can you give me a lift and Sable can levitate himself, I suspect.
Sable, you ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
This levitating?
Yeah.
That's did you see you didn't see who did that?
I did not. No.
Okay. Yeah. Let's find Raymond.
Sable, do you know of somebody that levitates objects that you're concerned about?
No, I don't. That's why I'm concerned.
Well, I know we're more effective when we're all together. So let's roll.
Shadow, you want to go up to the roof?
Sure. Yeah, maybe we can go up to the roof and figure out where Raymond is from there.
I put an arm around Shadow and attempt to fly up.
Flying out the door and then back up to the roof again?
Right.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for flight?
Yeah, please.
5.
You make your way out the door and take off toward the roof, and the Sable is not far behind you. And as you are maybe 10 feet above the doorway, one of the large crates from off the dock, it comes smashing into the wall next to you. You see down below you, there's a man standing with his hand extended out, and that energy wave that you've seen come off of the Sable seems to be coming off of him as well.
Yikes.
The Sable turns and continues to float up, keeping his eyes on the ground. And then the Sable stops moving and is pulled back to the ground and slammed into the concrete below.
Ouch.
King,
Drop
what are you
me.
doing?
Drop me.
I'm gonna deposit Shadow on the roof, and I'm gonna attempt to attack.
So you're going to fly down toward this person?
Yes, teeth and claws first.
Okay. Let's go to edge order. You drop Shadow, and you make your turn like you're going to come back down. But Shadow has more edge than, I don't know,
Got it.
any other hero out
Right.
there.
Right.
Isn't your edge like fucking 16?
He lives in the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Shadow goes first every time. Shadow, what are you doing?
So he's dropped me off on the roof, and then I see King like turn around, like he's gonna fly back down through the door, or is there like a hole in the roof?
So think of it like you guys were swooping up toward the roof. King
Yeah.
basically, I think he just opened his arm to let you land on the roof, and then without landing, he just continues to fly and makes a circle back around like he's going to dive bomb at whoever this is.
Yep.
I saw Sable get
Slammed into the ground below
slammed
you.
in the
yes.
ground. So I wanna grab King like before he's out of my reach, like grab his feet so that I can hitch a ride back down to the ground with him to help.
Okay, give me an agility roll.
12 dice.
1, 2 successes.
Nice.
Shadow, tell me how you do it. It's not hard to grab hold of him. It's not like he's far away from you, and you are perfectly adept.
He's sweeping up so that he can come back, dive bomb back down. I like dismount and a flip, hit the ground and spring up like Muggsy Bogues style, and grab onto his ankles. And I'm prepared for the ride, like I'm gonna, dismount feet first onto the ground running.
King, what are you doing?
I'm just making a beeline. I'm gonna just do my thing, and I'm trying to bring all my force in one direction. And
Okay. Make a might roll.
yeah. Six.
I rolled 6 dice, and I rolled 2 4s, 3 2s, and a 6, and then rolled a 4 for 7.
Nice.
So you make that beeline straight down for him, and you are a rocket shot right at him. This is your move. You know what I mean? This is you have done this so many. This is your move. Teeth and claws, wings back, terminal velocity at this person, and you get 10 feet from them, and they move their hand, and they stop you in midair.
Oh, what?
Shadow.
Hey, can I do something? I mean, I know I'm a mile away.
Yeah, what are you doing, Raymond?
Okay, I got back out the building.
Yeah.
And, I know King can hear on another level, so I'm just going to give him kind of a quiet, caw-caw, caw-caw. See if I get any sort of response.
You do not, because he cannot
Okay.
hear on another level. He can only smell on another level.
Okay. All right, just give it a try.
Okay. What are you doing, Raymond, besides cacawing?
He's gonna make his way around these buildings. He's investigating the area. You say he's on a right side building. He's gonna work his way towards the left side building. I mean, he's just looking for general mayhem and debauchery.
Are you staying stealthy? Are you trying to bash your way through it? There are people in trucks again with guns. There's just a general activity as if the whole place has been alerted to something happening.
Right. I'm assuming that was me and then probably my cohorts.
Yes, it is definitely that. So are you trying to remain stealthy, or are you just bounding through Iron Man style and just blasting your way through these motherfuckers until you find your friends?
Right. No. Let's just truck it. He's just gonna run as fast as he can around this building, looking for smoke, looking for debris falling, looking for signs of blood, general mayhem.
You don't see any of that stuff. But with as fast as you move, you are able to make your way past the middle building without issue. But I either need you to roll toughness or agility.
Okay,
Well, it doesn't matter because I got 0 successes.
okay, we're gonna dodge that.
So unless you roll 0 successes, then we'll figure it out. Tell me how you dodged all of these bullets that are shot at you from various spots.
Hold on. 8.
As you race oh my God. Okay. As you race your way across, give me how it looks and what happens.
Dude, it looks like Barry Sanders. I mean, he's running. He'll just quick spin out from one bullet. He's ducking, dodging, but the whole time running forward, running towards this other building, just
always downhill,
just dodging everything. Big dodges.
You do the leap over the crate. You know what I mean? You push off the crate as the bullets rain by you and splinter the wood. You're just moving so fast that none of these guys can get a bead on you. You spin move. You leap over the bed of a pickup truck as 2 guys in the back are arcing the guns trying to keep up with you, and they can't. You're just moving so fast that they can't even move fast enough to shoot you. They can't think or see fast enough to lead you with their shots, and you dip, duck, dodge, dive, and dodge all the way across past the second building.
Hit the ground and into a power walk.
Hell yeah.
King and Shadow, I want you to both roll toughness.
Come on, guys. Hot dice here. These are the ones over here finally woke up.
Nine.
Whoa. Okay. Shadow?
3.
Well, lucky for you both, I only rolled 2 successes. You are both stopped in the air. There is this intense pressure that you feel growing around you, as if the air is just becoming so dense, as if it will be removed from your lungs. And you are able to muscle through it, King. Your brute strength. You push your way through it, and you continue on in a beeline toward this person. Shadow, what are you doing?
How many, can I jump, spring from King and pile drive him feet first?
If that's what you want to do it.
I mean, am I in range to be able to do that?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, you guys were caught in the air about 10 or 15 feet from him.
Okay, got it. I want to use the inertia that King has created to spring me from my grasp on his feet and just, like a rocket, pile drive right into his chest.
Okay, roll might.
That's agility, isn't it? I'm pretty
No, it's
sure.
not.
There's a lot of acrobatics going on there. Yeah, I'm sure it's agility.
No, it's not. You are making a physical attack against this person with your body. That is might.
Arguably, this is really more like air ballet. But all right, here we go. Mike.
That's probably covert, Duke. He's trying to surprise him in the
I'm
chest.
sure it's perception because I'm aiming. So if I could.
Right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Tell me how you do 3 harm to this person.
Shit.
So as I said, I'm like a rocket ship. Feet first. Boom! Nail him square in the chest plate and drive him into the earth where he lays on the ground. And then I look at him and I go, oh yeah!
King, what are you doing? Shadow is standing over this person.
So I'm a little lost on how I am literally traveling in the air behind him and he's able to say, oh yeah, over his body before I get there. But
Because it's a comic book.
right, let's just imagine that that's actually the way it went down.
Shadow moves faster than you do.
He does. That's accurate. So I'm going to continue my momentum and claws stretched out in front of me. I'm going to aim for his abdomen where he lay on the ground.
Okay, give me a might roll.
3.
Tell me how you do 1 harm to this person. They are not dead.
So again,
And you cannot tear his dickhead off. I'm not going to allow that.
okay, I'll try not to. I'm aiming at the abdomen, so I'm an arrow made of lion flesh, and I see Shadow lording over him, and I begin to be a little more cautious just because I don't want to accidentally harm Shadow. And in doing so, I don't puncture his abdomen. I retract my claws, and I basically ball up and hit the midsection of his body and kind of barrel roll out and come back up to my feet.
Has King met Daniel Dearborn or just the Sable?
King, Daniel Dearborn knows about King. King knows about Daniel Dearborn, but they have not talked.
Yeah, I don't think they have met yet.
No.
Okay. Shadow, roll perception.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 total.
The man that you pile drove into the ground looked identical to Daniel Dearborn. And then King comes in with this punch to the gut and knocks this guy unconscious. And he suddenly has kind of this gray, sallow, featureless skin and face. No longer in the appearance of Daniel Dearborn.
But it was I don't know anyway. Go ahead.
You do see this happen, King. You just don't realize that he looked exactly like Daniel Dearborn.
Does it look alive?
Right.
Yes, it looks alive.
Still?
Just unconscious.
Just no features.
Kill it.
Like it doesn't have any features. No. Come on.
It has a
dude.
nose. You know what I mean? It has a nose. It has a face. It has all of those things. It's
But it
just
doesn't look like Daniel Dearborn anymore. It's just like a
correct.
Yeah, I gotcha. Just like a okay.
Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yes.
It looks almost like a traditional doppelganger.
Are there any other like minion type, factory workers, guys with Tommy gun security around us in like our immediate vicinity?
Uh-huh. Yes, there are.
There are. Okay. King, I don't know what this thing is, but we need to question it. Can we get it up to the roof?
I can try, sure.
The Sable kind of stands up off the dock, almost as if, they've had their bell rung, and they're just kind of dazed standing there.
Sable.
Yes, Shadow.
Sable, we need.
What is that?
It looked just like you for a moment. And then after King injured it to the point of it passing out, it sort of became this featureless being.
Kill it.
You hear gunfire start to ring out, and the Sable stretches out his hand and puts up like a wall of force around you, and you can just see bullets just raining into the wall. I can't hold this for long.
Kill that thing.
I'm going to grab the doppelganger and try to fly it up to the roof.
Give me a flight roll.
3.
Yeah, you get there, no problem. Shadow. I can drop this and I can get us up there fast, but it might hurt.
Let's go.
Roll toughness.
Come on, baby. Hot dice.
3 total.
The Sable keeps the bullets at bay from you, but takes one himself in his arm. You guys make it to the roof. Ramen, what are you doing?
Okay. I haven't located them.
You have not.
I'm just running circles.
You're not running in circles. You're running in a straight line, doing some Barry Sanders, dude. You're going end zone to end zone.
Yeah. Let's get to high ground, take a look around.
What does that mean?
I'm going to look for drain spouts, fire escapes, something to climb a building.
Okay. There are window ledges, drain spouts, all of that stuff. You want to get to the top of the building?
Yeah. I'm going to scuttle up to the top of the building.
Do you want to jump?
Jump? Oh, okay, sure. Let's just jump to the top of a building.
Okay. Give me a might roll.
He forgets he's a superhero sometimes. He's
All the time.
Shimano Diskowitz.
All the time.
Yeah.
After every time he's not on and he has enough time to spark a lighter to a bowl, he forgets that he's a superhero.
Hey, 6.
Yeah, just like Cotton forgets he can read people's minds, and
Yep.
all the time.
Same thing. Anytime cannabis,
You forget how to use door
anytime
handles?
cannabis gets involved, it's weird how people forget what it is that they are involved in.
Okay, yeah.
It is.
He rolled a 6. He's gonna hop up to the top of the building. The one that's got the factory stuff underneath it. Take a look around.
Okay, so you just made it past the central building. There is one more building on your left. Is that the one you're leaping on, or are you leaping on the one in the middle? Are you continuing your forward momentum, or are you stopping and leaping on the building behind you?
Nope. We're gonna leap up to the building on the horizon. Next one coming. We're gonna leap up to the top of that one. Because we gotta look for these peoples.
As you land on top, or as you crest up on the top of that building, you see Sable and Shadow coming up to the top of that building as well. And King, on the roof of the building, has a body of some sort laying on the ground in front of him.
Okay.
And that's where we'll end the episode.
Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
That's where we're ending. Holy shit.
Gotta be a cliffhanger, baby.
We gotta kill that thing, guys.
You might be right.
You know,
I don't know. I don't even know if it's
That's the most dangerous character we've ever run into.
I don't even.
Let's meet another powered
Seriously.
person and murder them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know if
hey, we've done a shit ton of damage
if it
to
was
it.
a person. I was gonna do a medicine check on it to see if it was like a human or if it was an attendant.
Nice.
I was going to roll vehicles and see if I could drive it. Sorry. I haven't even had any cannabis today. I'm just an idiot.
I think Raymond's gonna roll might, twist his head off, and throw it in the water.
Good idea.
This thing
Probably
is dangerous, dude. This could be the mayor.
You don't know any of this.
You don't even know what this thing is.
Yeah.
No,
you don't
I know. I'm
any of
telling
it.
you
You didn't
guys.
see any of it.
We don't even
This
know.
is all meta talk. This is all table talk.
Yep. Just a gooey, gray, faceless weirdo, huh?
Hey everybody, thank you for listening. My name is Duke Walter, your Game Master. Renaissance City is a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition actual play set in an alternate 1920s Detroit. It's a bit noir, a bit sci-fi, and a whole lot of fun. You can follow me on Twitter at Invisible Duke. The Scarlet Spartan is played by Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. You can find all of our content at ttrptheater.com. We have links to our YouTube page, our Twitter, Twitch, all of those things there. Thanks again for listening. Join us next time for more Renaissance City.